Hey guys. Boy, what a long week this has been. A crazy, long, and rather tumultuous week. I don't know about you guys, but this week's been a veritable trash fire for me. So glad to be here. Glad to be here. Glad to see all you pretty people popping in. Look at that. Ah, there he is. And his alter ego and his curtains. I see your drapes.
That was my ceiling.
I think I saw the top of your curtain rod or something.
I'm with you on this crazy ass week.
If I
I'm
were a
having a
drinker,
popsicle to celebrate.
oh, and I'm not a drinker, but if I were a drinker right now, I would be absolutely hammered on craft hour. But I'm not. So,
K Charlatan 1109 joined.
hi. Hey guys. Wow. So instead of drinking, we craft, right? Because that's what we do.
That's what we
That's
do.
what we do here. Yeah.
I need to swing you back a little bit. There we
I'm going to
go.
swing myself up a little bit because I feel like I'm looking down or something. Wow. So is this the semi finished product?
All we're doing today is inking,
Inking.
and we're good. And we're using the good paper today. Hey, Frank.
Wow.
Frank
Wow.
wants to know why you're having such a bad week.
Work related stuff. Just stupid stuff that, let's face it, in 5 years isn't going to matter. So, my philosophy on it is kind of this it's like, why worry about it? I mean, it sucks. There's definitely things that suck, but uh, in 5 years, it'll be like, boop, don't care. So instead, I took the advice of one of my favorite Christian spiritual people who tend to make, I think, what are pretty good speeches. And he said, you know, when you're having a really crummy week or you're having a bad time, like focus your energy out onto other people. And, sometimes it makes it better. We'll see. But I did.
Ms. Dana Joy joined.
Hey, Dana. I will tell you guys, and you'll be happy to hear this. I did take about an hour tonight and I found all of the prizes from Wednesday that I promised everybody. And I cobbled them together and I put them in envelopes and they have addresses on them. So all I need to do is walk my bad self down to that post office and go to the surly lady that's usually there and have her put some postage on them. So those of you that are getting the bingo prizes from the, let's see, the odd number bingo game prizes were coming from me. You'll be getting them in these medium to large size manila envelopes. So be on the lookout for those. I think you guys probably know who you are, but they will be coming probably within a week, let's say. Carrie, I don't know. It might take a few extra days because Kansas in Midwest, but you know, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm not there. I'm very proud of you, by the way, for doing that. I'm not even close to being there. I have them all in the pile, and I just have to get motivated, and I have to wake up to do it. Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
drag.
yeah.
I won't lie though, the real reason that I did them was because Savers closed at 7. And I was like, oh, I did all this like COVID clean out of my house. Because, like, let's face it, there's no place else to go, really. There's few places around here to really go. So I'm like, well, we had a rainy day not too long ago. I'm like, I'm just going to clean out. So I cleaned out a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, I was about to go to Savers and it was like 6:40 and I'm like, I better look up their hours. And I was like, oh, they close at 7 every night? So I didn't get to go. So instead, I made envelopes for all y'all that got bingo prizes from me. So lemonade out of them lemons, right?
So we have Heidi, we have Phil, we have Jennifer, we have Kay Charlton, 1109, Ashley, Frank.
It's a lot of peeps for a Friday night.
Yeah.
Usually, Russ, there was one night we had like two people, and it was you and me, and we were like, "Hi."
Hi.
Oh wow.
Pocono Pam has joined after another great HGT IGTV live today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Trisha is back. Hi, Trisha. Positive vibes, good energy, positive vibes out to you from the
Big
universe of craft. Hi.
Frank says a good perspective. Uh, he's had a lot of groups of 5 years, and that's so true. And I'm pixelating, just let you know.
We know.
Anna is here.
We know. It's all good. It's all good. Because, pixelating is just part of your charm, Russ.
Yeah, that's part of my ghetto Wi-Fi too. Um, Frank said he got a super badass Bigfoot postcard from the fabulous Miss A today. Awesome sauce.
For the
Nan
record,
is here.
that was the only, first and only ever Bigfoot postcard that I've ever made. And I don't know, it just seems serendipitous. So I got that done and then I sent it out to Frank. And I'll also mention it was the first time I ever, Russ, how you put the postcard. You guys sometimes do real fancy things with your postcards and you put them in like that special plastic see through wrapper and you put a first class stamp on it. For Frank, I did the see-through wrapper with a first-class stamp. So Frank, I hope that thing got it to you in one piece, and it didn't get all marred up in the mail. But I was like, I hope it keeps nice for the transit. So fingers crossed
So
it got there
Miss
in one
Dana
piece.
Joy and Pam are collaborating with Hero Arts. Miss Dana Joy is the one they did the art
Wow.
stamp, which comes out next week. I think Pam said. Yes. So it's
Okay.
heroarts.com if you want to order it to support Pam and Miss Dana Joy.
Where's my pen?
And so
Russ, someone stole my pen.
uh,
Darn it. All right. Well,
and Frank says, how many times do we get to use the word unique? And he said that wrapper worked as in perfection.
I'm starting to hoard my plastic wrappers that come with sticker packs. It's because of you, Russ, I'm pretty sure. Because one time you were like, save those, don't throw them away. And I was like, what am I going to do with those? And then I went, oh, I can put Frank's postcard in this. And I did. And so, I don't know, the sizing just worked out on that one. It just happened to be like a 4x6. So,
And Pam says that her stamp set comes out on Monday. She did the preview. Go to her profile and you can see the preview the stamp images. It's a stamp set, so I'm assuming there'll be more pieces than one with that, and it is released on Monday.
oh man, that's awesome. Awesome,
So
awesome.
that's really exciting. So
Yeah.
hooray for our own Pam.
Woohoo. No, that is awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome. All right. Well, you're going to be inking tonight?
I am going to be inking tonight, and I have an announcement. I bought the fruits and vegetables stamps that came out today,
A new
and
stamp set?
a new stamp set, yes, as in
Wow.
postage stamp set, yeah,
Are they
and
scratch and sniff?
they are not, but they are some of the most beautiful postage stamps right now. They were all based on uh, oil,
Oil?
like old school Dutch style. Yeah,
Okay.
and they're original photo just simply so rich. So if you need some new stamps, that's the one, and I'll be doing a review of those um and the hip hop stamps this weekend. Um, and then yes, I did pre-order the Bugs Bunny stamp. The first one has come out, and it is Bugs as the Barber of Seville.
Oh my
So
God. Classic. Classic.
yeah,
That's awesome.
so they released the first one, and they're going to be slow releasing a photo, I think a day or a photo every other day. So yeah, Zoe's here. Hello, Zoe.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah, so big stamp news.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stamps coming out. Yes. Cool. I'm gonna have to check
as
out those
in
fruits and veggies because
postage
I
stamp.
love any food stamp. They're awesome. All
Yeah.
right.
Okie dokie,
So
Smokey. Well, let me go get a set. I can show them to you.
yeah, I want to see. I want to see. All right,
Going
go
going
into
into the
your
tunnel.
tunnel. Go in the tunnel and go bring that back. We want to see. Absolutely. Oh, let's see. And I've got a couple of postcards that are kind of laying around here that they need some backing on them. So this was the birthday postcard I made for a friend of ours. And as you see, it has this boring cardboard back. So that's going to get dressed up tonight. And then, one second, I will get my other one over here. I've got my patriotism 4th of July, post 4th of July, belated 4th of July postcard. So I'll probably dress that one up as well because these look so plain. I'm like, they need pretty colors and stickers and, they need some embellishment. So I'll fix those up. And then let's see. And then I have this tiny junk journal that I have been writing in my tiny rants in my tiny journal since COVID started in March. And there's a few pages in here that I was trying to figure out what to do with this. This is tea paper that I made a few months ago, but some of these pieces are so small that I can't put them on a postcard, and sometimes it's hard to find good use for them. But then I figured I could take some of these smaller pieces, and more than likely, they might look kind of cool if I glue them in here to make writing a little easier. So then you end up with like a little writing surface and kind of a funky little background. So I'll probably do that tonight, just as it's a low commitment craft, people. So we're going in low commitment tonight.
You could also paper weave them like you learned how to do with Jennifer.
True, true. Yes.
So here are the stamps. So it's a
Wow.
set of 10 and you get 2 sets of 10. So there's 4 of them. There is another 4. And they're the final 2.
Ooh.
So they really are pretty, and the colors are just so intense. So
Are those like
yeah,
18th century still life or something?
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like those old Dutch school paintings.
Yeah.
But these are
Wow.
all original paintings done by the same artist just for these stamps.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
colors are so vivid on them. They look so realistic.
So Manu is here. Welcome, Manu.
Hello, hello. Good
So
evening.
I am going to start inking.
Well, I am going to start fashioning up my little junk journal so I can write more rants in it and put more tea paper in it. That's what I'm going to be doing for now. Let's just pop down here. Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to do something different, and I am going to actually try to mix ink on my palette.
What color are you going after?
I am going to mix red and yellow, which makes
Orange.
orange.
Yes.
And you can tell it's the weekend here in the Bronx because everyone is outside playing their salsa music.
Sweet.
Right now we have some Celia Cruz.
Sometime, Russ, you should just you should turn your live stream on and like point it to the world outside so that we can hear what it's like in the weekend on the weekends out there and just like hear the vibe. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome.
Phil says, quick, Russ, go out and open the fire hydrants.
Oh, with the fire hydrants.
Oh, Charlton's in the Bronx too. Charlton, where are you in the Bronx? I'm in Yankee Stadium. I'd love to know.
Charlton's like, as it so happens, I'm in the flat right next to you, listening in on this.
No, it just so happens I'm your upstairs neighbor.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Is it just so happens? No. Yeah, I can't believe this was the first ever little tiny junk journal I ever made back in March, right when I got that Bind It All. So, I don't know, this little journal's kind of stuck with me for a while here. So, cool beans, cool beans.
Oh, Carlton is in Marble Hill. I used to live in Marble Hill before I moved into the other part of the Bronx.
Cool.
Pam says she misses playing in the hydrants.
Ah.
Frank says, Jennifer, can you share? Oh, can you share the apple pie? It's really good. Do you think it will travel in the mail?
Sharing is caring.
And Phil goes, Pam, that was you playing in the hydrant?
Do they really still do that? Do they
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Is it just so okay, how does that go down? Does the fire department show up and just like unleash it?
No, it's the people. The people open it.
You just get a big old plumber's wrench and open it up?
I don't know how they open it, but
I would be up in there with a big wrench. You're like, but then so once the hydrant's open, right, and it's spraying water everywhere, how do they get it to turn off?
the fire department has to come out.
So does somebody call the fire department and be like, they did it again on Avenue whatever?
Well, I'm sure someone complains because the problem with when you have an open hydrant, they can't use that water for fighting fires.
Right. And I got to think, does it affect the water pressure of that area?
No, but unless you're trying to fight a fire. But
Right. But so there's definitely there's a safety issue there.
So here is our orange red. It's more red than orange, but
I like that.
on
That's
good
almost
paper.
a magenta.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, not really.
No, from this angle here, when my camera's tilted down, it looked almost magenta, but no, not really. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Oh, Ashley said that she ordered the washi tape cutter clip like mine.
Ooh,
And
fancy.
and it arrived today, and she's so excited. And she really likes it. She's like Mikey. She likes everything.
Well, I want to go down to Arkansas so I can go look in Ashley's store. And then I'm going to look at all the things that are in there. I want to go to South Main Creative. Sounds like my kind of place.
Yeah, I almost bought the urgent stamp. She has some old rubber stamps.
Mm-hmm.
Like those office.
Yes.
I almost bought that one.
You're like, what's
I got
another stamp?
boogers on my stamp, my roller. I got to work them out.
No. So does the ink just kind of glom up in there?
Well, my yellow hasn't been used in a long time, so it's kind of a little oily. And so I have to work it. I have to get a consistency.
Got it.
Because I learned the hard way. I'll do one color, all the different prints that you want. and then go to the second color rather than going back and forth. So I'm going to do another orange print on cardstock so I can see how that is going to work. Because the end game, I guess is what they call it now, is that I want to make some postcards out of this block and send
Nice.
them out.
Yeah, those are going to look awesome. Cannot wait.
Oops, I messed that one up. Road trip. We're all taking road trips at Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yes, and we're all going to go into Main Street Creative and go run around in there and look at all the stuff.
But we can't just look. We got to buy too.
Oh yeah, we gotta support the artists here. Support the
Absolutely.
vendors or dealers or I don't know whatever we call them these days. Vendors, dealers, craft dealers,
Vendors. They're
dealers.
vendors.
Support your dealer friends.
Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. That's the other one. And maybe I get one more print out.
How many prints have you got in total out of that?
Well, this is the third print using the orange.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go back and do the black outline. How are you doing with your junk journal?
This is very cathartic. The cutting and the pasting, and the slapping the paper. It's coming along. And this way,
Sometimes when you're crafting, you just need to go into autopilot.
yeah, no, and that's basically what I'm doing right now. I think that this will be easier to write in once I get some of these little background pages in because some of these colors, like they're so busy that I like them, but I don't like to write on them. I like them design wise, but they're not the most ideal writing surfaces. So this one's kind of cool too because you've got the tea paper and you can, I don't know if you can see this guys, but you've kind of got the confetti background, but you've got the tea paper on top of it. So you can, it's see-through, but it's enough that you have a writing surface. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Just to make the book a little bit more functional. By the way, is there anybody out here in our audience that swaps, what are those things? Label bags or sticker bags? I had someone send me an envelope of them recently, and I'm like, I just don't swap those. So, if anyone out there does, and they swap like those like friendship books, label bags, I got a bunch of label bags, and I got some sticker sacks for swapping as well. And I'm like, I wish this person had asked me first before they sent them to me, because I've got an envelope of them now, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get back into this thing. I have not swapped those in I don't know how many years.
I don't even know what they are.
It's basically an envelope. You take a regular standard, a smaller size envelope,
Right.
seal it, wet it, seal it, fold it, close it, and then you take the envelope. So say this is your, actually say this is your, see Uncle Sam here is your envelope. You basically, once it's sealed, you cut it down the side, and then what you have left is like a half envelope, and you write, sticker bag for Russ Romano, and please send to Russ at P.O. Box blah blah blah. And then it'll show who the sticker bag was from, and then you turn it over, and the people who, it's kind of like a chain letter, only it's a
Right.
little envelope, and each person, there'll be instructions on it, like add 5 stickers, take 2. And so it's basically a bunch of sticker flakes in an envelope. Once it's like, and there'll be like a number of spaces, so say there's 6 spaces on here. And once this gets passed around to the 6 people, they'll put like a little address label, or they're writing their name and address on there. And the last person will send it home to whoever the sticker bag has been made for. So this is going back to like the 80s and 90s of like pen paling trends. And I guess people still swap them today. It's probably less prevalent, but I don't swap them. So it's been years, literally years, since I swapped those. Years. So yeah, if anybody swaps those, I will be happy to pass them along, looking to see if we have any takers.
Phil says Zsa Zsa Gabor just slaps cops here in Beverly Hills. No swapping.
Yeah, so they're very big on they're very big on swap bots. So I might have to go into the message board and be like, "Does anybody want these? I've got an envelope." Don't ask me how my name got added to them. Probably from some swap bot. Yeah,
Zoe says that she will swap them.
we still swap them. Yeah, Zoe, if you want them, DM me. I'm happy to send them to you. I don't, I haven't swapped those things since the 90s. Easily since the 90s. Many, many years.
Just for the record, I'm getting ink everywhere.
Are you?
Yeah.
Now, that's not your letterpress ink from yesterday. What type of ink is that, Russ?
It's the same ink. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. There
Ah,
we go.
okay. I gotcha.
We're speedballing again.
Speedball. Speedball.
Okay, so there is the one on the cotton rag paper with the shadow.
Wow. That's cotton rag paper.
Yeah.
I like that. Cool texture. It's very cool. So what is that? Is that going to become a postcard or what are your plans for that one?
That would probably, I'll probably decorate it and probably be a print
Ooh,
that you can frame if you want.
cool.
And so I'm not using this ink at full strength in the black because I want more of a gray.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've been doing is I've been rolling it off on all the excess ink off on a piece of paper.
Ah.
So it's a little less striking. So it looks more of a shadow than. Now this one I'm not going to be able to register because it is a strange size. So I'm guesstimating where this was. And the problem, this is cardstock, and the problem with the cardstock is that it's so slick that it slides. So you have to be really careful that you don't move it around too much or you blur everything. Yeah, see, this is a very bad registration, but that's kind of funky in and of itself.
Yeah, it looks like an album cover.
Yeah, it looks like a heart here, like you
It
said the
kind of
other day.
yeah, it's got
You
like
know,
that's definitely got a circulatory system vibe going on
yeah.
there. Yes, it does. You know, you could make a Halloween postcard out of that, I bet.
What I could do is do a quote from the Beating Heart, Poe's Beating Heart, or whatever that is.
Telltale Heart, dude.
Telltale Heart. There you go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's like a Telltale Heart kind of a thing. You should totally do that. Neat.
Look at you getting us thinking about Halloween already.
Happy accidents. Happy accidents, everybody. That's what crafting's all about. Crafting. Crafting. Happy accidents. You know?
But the other thing, you can turn this into, a page in a junk journal. I mean, there are any number of things you can do with these prints,
Yup.
especially the ones that aren't as perfect as you would like them to be.
Well, they have their own charm in their imperfection, I guess.
Well, that's
Definitely.
the beauty of hand printing, is that they're not expected to be perfect.
Yeah.
Sometimes you expect a little noise in in your prints. Noise is the term that where ink gets in areas that's not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So and you kind of expect that a little with hand cut prints, hand cut
Even with
blocks.
commercial stamps, rubber stamps, like there's always a little bit of that on.
Unless they're Hero Art stamps, you're not expecting that with Hero Art stamps at all,
All
right,
right, note
Pam?
to self. I got to get me some of those hero art stamps. My husband's gonna kill me when
See,
I
now
buy more
this is the good.
stamps.
What's that?
My husband's gonna kill me when I buy more stamps. He'll be like, "Didn't you just
Oh,
buy stamps?" I'm like, "You can never
you
have
only need
enough.
one set. You only need one set.
You
And that's
can never
Pam's
have enough
set coming out on
stamps."
Monday. So
Yes, well,
here
see,
is
therefore, I need that set on Monday.
exactly. It's heroarts.com. So here is the one that is registered perfectly, but too bad I got smudged it there. So I'll cut this off.
Smudged it.
Yeah. So I'll cut that off and just use the center image, the center strip here, and use for a part of a postcard or something. Maybe I'll do this, cut out that section, put it on a postcard, and then do my postcard challenge 17 and do a quote from Telltale Heart.
Ooh, literary
Uh,
quote postcard.
yeah, not a lot of people did participate in number 17. It didn't get a lot of participation. So, yeah, but there's still time to come.
It's interesting
I have
too
noticed.
because I think people skip around. Maybe some people do them sequentially, but I do think some people maybe would skip around. I know I do. I'm like, ah, how about number two? Let's do number two again.
Well, I do know that
Let's do number
the
two.
text. Ashley says we don't read. Uh,
We don't
I will
read.
say, that
We don't read.
the text based challenges aren't the most popular. So
Like the hand lettering postcard.
yeah, any of the ones that do that are based on text,
Okay.
like like the one that I was hoping to do is like the ransom note one, and I'm
Yes.
hoping to do the 5 things you don't know about me one. Um, but the next one is going to be very very fun for next week. This week is weather postcard dealing with weather.
Oh, cool.
Nick says 17 was her favorite one so far.
What?
What?
No, you pixelated. Let's see. She says 17. Oh, 17 was her favorite postcard challenge so far. Ashley's got like 6 weather postcards pulled already. Oh my God. You guys are so prepared. Why are you guys so prepared? I just wing it. I'm like, hey, what postcard challenge might this be? And then I force it to fit. But sometimes it doesn't really.
So this is one of the postcards that I did with the glazed honey ham.
Glazed honey ham.
So what I'm going to do with this one is just take a black. Oh, what I thought was black, but is blue. Oh well.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Happy accidents. Happy accidents.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the shapes by outlining them. And the idea here is for you to get an idea of what it's supposed to look like. So that it's like an abstraction.
Mm-hmm. So are you guys supposed to have like ridiculous heat index over the weekend in New York?
We're supposed to get up to 90.
Ew, we're 91 here in Massachusetts tomorrow and then 96 on Sunday, but there's no heat index factored in there, so I assume it's going to feel hotter than that. Probably. Probably.
We're supposed to have like high 80s tomorrow, and then 90 on Sunday. Which once again, the same similar is that they're not listing a heat index, so it could be one of those. It's 92, but it feels like 107. But it doesn't make me any difference because I'm not leaving the apartment all weekend long.
You're like, ha ha.
Because I still don't have an AC. I'm waiting for my Chinese AC to come in the mail.
Did you get it from Wish?
I got one of those little miniature ACs that they're advertising on Facebook and this 16-year-old kid is influenced the way AC is designed in the world, and so it's a little box no bigger than a toaster oven that's supposed to heat up, that's supposed to cool off your room, and it's supposed to be portable. So we'll see.
How much do those run?
It was like $60.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. All right.
It's one of
Now
those like you fill it with water and
yeah.
you fill it with water and then you just plug it in and turn it on, and some super sonic something or another, and
All right. So now you've got me intrigued. I must know how this product works out for you.
well, I bought two of
$60.
them.
Yeah. No, that's if those
And I put
work.
one in the studio.
Yeah.
If it works, it's a coup. If it doesn't work, then I just won't eat for a month.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Ashley says that I ordered what they call a swamp cooler.
A swamp cool. Why have I heard that term before? I've heard that term before. I don't know why or where. Swamp cooler.
But I only need it for the bedroom, and then I just need one for the studio if I want a studio for an extended
Right.
period of time, and rather than take about a second, I'm gonna get one. I'm just fingers crossed. Um, one from my friend that works. Come to Seattle. It was 68 degrees today.
68 degrees.
Just rub it
What?
in. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And Anna says she loves Seattle weather. When she visited in spring, it was cool and sunny. It was the perfect weather.
It definitely sounds pleasant for spring and summer. Does Seattle have a rainy season?
Yeah, like 9 months of the year.
So they're like in the good part of the year now, right?
Yes.
Oh, well that's good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm moving on to my postcard here because this baby needs some
So
backing.
that is the outlining.
I like that. I love that honey glazed ham effect on it.
Yeah.
Turned out very nice.
Frank is being bad again. As Stamps has joined, he's writing in Cyrillian alphabet, so I can't read what he says. Hello, Stas.
Cool.
Anna
Hey.
says best dim sum restaurant in Seattle.
Oh, really?
Heidi says it's perfect when it's not raining.
Awesome.
And Frank wants to know is if this is a cross section of Bacon.
You know, it.
And I laughed at my own. I don't know how that happened.
You laughed at your
And
own
Heidi
bacon.
says, yeah, and I don't know how that happened. I must have pressed something I shouldn't have pressed.
Yeah, I was like, why is Dr. Russ Romano typing? Did bacon take
exactly.
over your thing?
Yeah.
It's like,
And Heidi says, yes, we're good through September.
Ah, so Heidi, you guys are in the good months right now, weather-wise. That's definitely sounds pleasant. Sounds nice.
You sound pleasant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now I'm using my microns that I just happen to have on my station.
I love microns. They're such.
Yeah, I don't think I was hacked. I think I just pressed a button that I shouldn't have pressed.
Well, probably. Yeah.
Because it's one of those things to where you have to scroll back down to read all the comments when you get behind.
Right.
It's when I was scrolling,
which happens often, actually.
Yeah.
Lots of comments.
So probably when I scrolled, I hit a button.
Sometimes I just hit the button so I could put special effects on my background on purpose.
Yes.
I'm like, darn it, if I'm going to make glitter fall on my face, I'm going to make glitter fall on my face right now. Do special effects.
I still haven't worked out those filters. I'm not a good filter user.
Me either. I'm like, take me as I am.
And Nick says, Frank, no, stop it. Stop picking on Bacon. Poor baby is still in hiding from that stupid rodent.
Oh, that's what I forgot tonight. I didn't bring Pepito down.
Thank goodness.
Darn. Russ, did you rewatch the bingo yet?
I haven't. I'm going to do that this weekend.
I was laughing. I was laughing so hard at that thing.
Why? Is it that funny?
I thought there were some funny parts of it.
I just have a hard time watching my stuff without being critical. You know, because all I do is all I see are the faults rather than the stuff that went well. Like, why did I pick? You know,
You gotta watch for entertainment's sake. That's the trick. Like
so
if you know there was
Anna
something
says
that was
she doesn't
really
know the name
funny
of the
that
restaurant,
happened,
but it was in the Chinese district, Chinatown. All she remembers it's being located on the hilltop corner of the street.
well, you had me at dim sum. I'm like, I'll travel cross country to go get some dim sum.
Okay. Yeah, now Frank is showing off. He's typing Cyrillic.
Frank, are you
I know.
Hold on, Frank, are you communicating with this man? Oh,
Yes, he is.
Maybe it's a
Stat
man. I don't know. Is
stamps.
it a man? Hold on.
I think it is.
Ashley says
Ashley says
bingo was
bingo was
Fabo.
Fabo.
Frank, what are you typing to SAS stamps?
And Anna says it was Sunday and it was packed. No one spoke English at
Oh,
the
that's the
dim
best
sum.
sign. That's a great sign.
Yeah.
Those are the
And
best dim
Anna said that
sums.
she was with her Asian friends. And Heidi said she thinks she knows which one. Jade Garden, maybe.
Ooh. That sounds like the place that we go downtown, just outside of Boston. It is where most of the Chinese families go for dim sum. So I'm like, okay, this is the right place.
Frank says he's doing a podcast in Russian in a couple of weeks.
Oh, well, fancy that.
Exactly. Now he's just showing off.
But yeah, you gotta go where, you gotta go where the Asian community actually does go to eat dim sum. Those are the best dim sums. Just saying. That's how you know. That's where we go. And my kids go crazy when we go to dim sum because they'll get like a huge thing of chicken feet and they'll fight over it. And I'm like, that's not for me, but I'm like, if you guys want to go for it, go for it. And then we'll get like tripe, we'll get dumplings, and we'll get har cow. And oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. So good. You guys are making me hungry. And we were so sad, like for months, our dim sum, like all the restaurants in Boston closed and blah, 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 blah earlier this year. But I tell you, once that dim sum palace opened again, you couldn't sit inside, but the line was like down the couple of blocks. There were people just clamoring to get in there for their takeout because they missed it. All these families missed it so much. It's amazing. It's how much of like just a family tradition for a lot of people it is. It's like a Sunday thing. Get the family together, go get some dumplings, go catch up. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, Heidi's and her family are foodies.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Heidi says Richmond, British Columbia is the best. They go up there just to eat.
Oh my God. I would. Absolutely. Here's the back of my birthday postcard from a friend. Here's the front. And here's the back. So her birthday is actually, I think, today. I'll have to mail it to her.
That's
She's
a
going to
pretty
Alaska.
bright pink back. That's a pretty bright pink back.
Well, she's a she's got a pretty bright personality too. So I've got some Lisa Frank. I've got some 80s and 90s reference stuff in here. I think she's gonna love it. She likes bright poppy colors, so I think this will be perfect for her. So that's exciting.
So now I'm hand decorating the negative parts of this print.
Are you cross hatching those?
I am.
Pretty. I like it. I like it. I gotta find a background for this Uncle Sam. Dang it. See if I've got any blue paper. Jeez. Or red.
Heidi says, Anna, when the COVID is over, we're all going to get together.
Yes. Yes, we are.
We should hire out that whole restaurant and just have dim sum.
Oh my God.
All the art throwdown takeover
Crazy.
of the dim sum restaurant.
Crazy. I would totally do that. 100%.
So just talking to Jim in the future. We miss you, Jim. Hope you're having a great Friday night at work.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's not the same when you're not here.
Someone's missing. It's Jim. He's missing.
It's Jim.
He's missing.
He's paying the bills.
Yep. Skills pay the bills. Gotta do it.
I worked 72 hours this week.
Yuck. So when do you get a day off, Russell?
The weekends.
Okay. So.
But usually I work 6 days a week. So this is a luxury to have a full weekend off.
Oh my God. Week. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I work Monday through Saturdays. Usually during the theater season.
How many weeks is this particular gig going for?
It's going to be 8 to 12 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And we just finished our third week.
Oh, my God.
I looked up and I thought we'll just have pickles. And it's priceless. I don't know how I got pickles out of priceless, but yeah.
We'll just have pickles. I like pickles.
I love dill pickles.
My family always thought I was weird because we'd have a barbecue or whatever, and it's the first thing I would always go for. They're just so crunchy and awesome and sour, and they're just awesome.
There is a rose in Spanish Harlem. That's just for you, Phil. Just for you.
Are people singing outside?
No, Phil said he wants to play The Girl in Spanish Harlem at the end of the show tonight. So I'm just going to sing it instead.
That works.
Because I don't have the rights. And if you don't do a live performance, then they'll kick you off.
What? Oh, so you can't actually... Is that an Instagram thing? You can't play the music?
You can't play the music unless you have the rights or unless you have some...
Oh, but if you sing it, it's a cover of that.
It's if you sing it, then it's an individual performance and not a recording.
I don't sing unless I'm.
But that's the only words I know. That's the problem. I know the song, but that's the only words. Now, who do you know sings that song? That's what I want to know. Who sang that song that you know? That's what I want to know. Does that make any sense? Does that question make any sense?
Who?
So what artist sang that song in your mind? So who do you know? Song.
I don't know.
So everyone can.
Yeah, somebody
Because
else
a whole
weigh
bunch
in
of
here.
people
Can I
cover
get a
that song.
lifeline on that? I don't know. I need a lifeline, y'all.
And I'm dating myself, but I've always associated that song with Andy Williams.
Ah, did you know? Did I ever tell you this?
And Frank said Benny King for him.
Okay. Okay.
That's the guy with Lucille, right? The guitar Lucille. Is that Benny King?
The name sounds familiar.
Frank, help
Well,
me
Frank
out.
is our trivia whiz,
Yeah.
so like I'm sure Frank could tell us. I
So
actually saw
said
one of the last
produced
performances,
it.
like one of the last live performances.
Will produced.
What? What? You're lagging.
Heidi
What?
says Engelbert Humperdinck, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, so I saw one of the last live performances of Andy Williams
Oh,
at
that's
the
BB King. My
Moon
bad.
River Theater.
Moon River,
And it was his
quiet
Christmas
as the
spectacular
sea.
in Branson, Missouri. And I brought my mom to it. It was so much fun. So fun. And then we also went to the Dolly Parton Dinner Theater. It was so deliciously tacky Americana fun. That
I
was
auditioned
fun.
for her and met her.
Is she amazing in person?
She is absolutely amazing.
She's so cute. I'm like,
I
Dolly
was
is
auditioning
adorable.
for the MC of her live show at Dollywood.
Have you been to
And
Dollywood?
I have.
Would you
And
recommend it for me?
if you like Dolly, absolutely. It's just total kitsch. Um,
Ah! Oh, see,
uh,
I'm into kitsch. Kitsch is
yeah.
my thing. Kitsch
We
makes me
have 3
happy.
minutes, by the way. And Phil says
Ah,
Dolly Parton used to live on his street.
you lived near Dolly?
But so she came and she interviewed me in front of a live audience as part of the audition, and I said, Dolly, uh, she, you I said, how do you stand up on those shoes? He said, honey, I said, I'm just trying not to tip over.
She's
And I still
adorable. She
remember that
must
to
be
this
just
day.
as cute in person
Yeah.
as she seems like on stage. She's just adorable.
She's a great person.
And how tall is she?
She's like 5'1".
So she's a little bit of a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Ah, that's cute. That's cute. Well,
I just wanted to see her tattoos. It's rumored that she's covered in tattoos, and that's why she wears long sleeves everywhere.
Really?
Yeah,
I guess only Mr. Dolly would know that.
I don't know if he's still alive.
I thought he was. So anyway, I took this postcard and now I am making a background, red, white, and
1
blue
minute. Say
background.
your goodbyes. 1 minute because we got cut off so rudely last
Oh
night, mid
God, no,
sentence.
we were mid sentence. All right, so check out Hero Arts. Check out Pam's profile, Pocono Pam. She's got some new stamps coming in on Monday, and we'll be back here on Monday night, guys. Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, every weeknight.
And
So
I'm doing the studio on Sunday, 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock Eastern.
I still don't know what theme. So if you have a theme, please, please, please send it to me.
I don't have a theme for you. If I can join, I will. If not, I'll be in my brother-in-law's pool. We'll see where I end up.
I think that's a better option.
Have a great weekend, guys. Try to stay cool for those of you that are in the hot zones, and we'll see you back on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.